ASMR. Thank you for all the support. Before we begin today's video, I'm curious, please let me know, has the channel been offering you a certain amount of knowledge regarding wine? Has it been providing value to you? Do you show off at all? No. Do you feel more confident when ordering a wine glass or a wine bottle? Do you feel like you know what you're doing now? I'm curious, please. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Also, any feedback, any suggestions for future videos, much appreciated. And if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe. This helps me out a lot. So, I've had a very busy day, but I figured, what a better way to relax than review one of my favorite wine varieties from South Africa, Pinotage. I'm gonna just jump straight into opening the wine bottle today. Without further ado, let's do this. Pinotage, 100% South Africa. So, producer is Landskroon. This winery goes way back. I think it's established in 1682. Currently owned by Paarl and Hugo families. They sound French, so I believe they're French. And let's open today's bottle and let's talk a little bit about Pinotage. So Pinotage, local variety of South Africa. It developed in 1925. It's a cross between two grapes. Be careful, I'm not talking about a blend. So a blended wine would be when we add two or more varieties and create a wine. I'm not talking about a blend, I'm talking about creating a variety. So it's a cross between Pinot Noir, which is from Burgundy, the variety from Burgundy, and Cinsault, the French variety. Cinsault back in the day was known as Hermitage. So Pinot Noir, Hermitage, hence the name Pinotage. Pinotage is also produced in other countries. This makes too noise. Let me just move it over here. Also produced in other countries such as Brazil, Israel, and USA. And I think it's also been produced Region, so it looks like a young wine even though it's from 2017. What else? Let's see. Okay, so this is very complex. When we're smelling a wine, it's either a tight nose, either a very complex nose, or a balanced nose. This has huge complexity, so we need to break this down. Okay, let's see what we have regarding fruit notes. So dark fruit, cherries, blackberries, plum, also earthy aromas such as leather and smoke. I'm getting hints of violet, not your typical aroma in Pinotage. Yeah, also very spicy, it's very spicy, and also oak, vanilla, a little bit of chocolate. I'm not sure about the banana. I'm not sure, maybe it's a placebo. I feel that I'm actually getting it just in this very small percentage, but it could be a placebo also, because I'm looking for this this scent. Okay, let's try it out. Wow. You know, when you try out wine, the worst thing you can say is, "Oh, it's very nice." That means you don't know what you're talking about. And it's usually what most people say, that they take a sip and they say, "Wow, it's very nice." That doesn't give us anything, right? So I'm gonna take a sip and I'm gonna say that it's very heavy, medium to full body. It's very robust. It feels heavy in my mouth. My cheeks are drying out. That means it's very tannic. Has lots of tannins in it. Has a long aftertaste, a stable, balanced aftertaste. It's not changing a lot. So for flavors, it's very spicy. Not so much fruity on the palate. It wasn't the nose, but not on the palate. So the wine producer actually will tell you when is the best time to consume the wine. So on the bottle, which I read earlier, he mentions that it can be enjoyed now. It's fine, it's good to be consumed now, but it will evolve over time, and each wine hits a certain level of its peak. So this wine hits its peak in 5 years from the harvest, which is in 2017. So as of 2022, this wine will be drinking exceptionally well. So each wine follows a scale in which it evolves, it reaches its peak, and then it decreases. Okay, so you do not want to age wine too long unless they have huge aging potential. It's a myth that the older the wine is, the better it tastes. That's a myth. Okay, each wine hits its point, its peak level. Let's see. Yeah, so very robust, very tannic, very spicy. We mentioned this. Also a little bit of marmalade. I'm tasting a little bit of cinnamon as well. Hints of chocolate. One of my favorite wine varieties, definitely Pinotage. It's actually on my bucket list to go to South Africa, or Africa in general, and try out wine, local variety, try Pinotage, visit maybe Serengeti or a safari, visit the penguins. I mean, who doesn't love penguins in South Africa, right? And I believe this is an amazing country. It's gonna be, and I've been traveling a lot over the past years, and this specific trip, I believe it's gonna be like one of the best ever. I'm gonna create some perfect memories. Well, maybe we'll have to wait for a couple of more years due to the virus, but it's gonna happen, I'm telling you. So let's rate this wine, and before we rate it, let's discuss about food pairing. So since it's rich and robust and heavy, what do we want? Rich food, okay? So typically any sort of red meat, game, birds, deer, beef, will go exceptionally well with this wine. Also, barbecue is an amazing combination for Pinotage and unique for wine, for red wine. Generally for wine, I mean, when you're barbecuing, you usually have a beer or something else, but for barbecued food, Pinotage, oh my god. And any kind of rich food, rich sauces, anything like that. So I'm gonna rate this. Let's give it 89 points, because it's very well structured. It had a very complex nose. I like that. The more complex the wine is for me, the better it is. Okay, so the producer has added a lot of character in this wine. So 89 points. That's it. A quick review for today's video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've been gaining knowledge, as I said, from the channel. I know you've been enjoying it. I can see it in the comment section. I really enjoy reading your comments. And thank you for the support. Thank you for the company. And, cheers. I'll see you guys soon.